Howdy, howdy. It is shipping time. And oh, I am so grateful for all the orders that came in, but I am so happy I have a normal amount of shipping today. And I'm going to show you what sold, how much it sold for, and you get to watch me package it up. So let's go ship. Okay, let's start with, I don't know, meeny, miny, mo. Let's start with the camel. How about a camel? This is a ornate brass camel. He is meant to be an ashtray, I think. There's no markings on the back. I sold the camel for $10.49. And let me get some bubble for him. All right. We are going to give him some bubble. Now, because he is solid brass, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mail him in a padded envelope with just some cardboard to keep him secure in there. Tape that on there. And my cardboard is just a box that I've been taking cardboard off of, or cutting to make, you know what I mean. So let's, okay, stop sticking in my hand. Okay. Boom, 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 camel. Now, if it ends up that he is over a pound, which I don't think he is, if he happens to be over a pound, I can slip that right into a padded flat rate envelope. Okay, next let's do, this is an onyx or marble, I think it's onyx, pen holder. And this sold for $19.99. This is a really nice vintage piece. I love it. Unfortunately, it is also not very breakable, but it's breakable enough that it is going to go in a box and not a padded envelope. Even stone can chip. All right, and it's going to go into one of these nice little 4x4x4 boxes. You want to put it down in that way. I'm just going to put a little bit extra padding in here, and I have some extra bubble wrap, so I'm just going to use that. A little bit on each side, because all I got to do is make sure it's just not rattling around in here, which that should do the trick. All right. I just like to get the tape on here nice and good. All right, and then we got our pen holder done. Let's also do what's going to go in that same size box. Now, this is the absolute last one of my little enameled, this is so cute. It's a mail box. This is my last one. They have all sold now. This one sold for $10.75. I did an offer to watcher. It was already in my half price sale. I came down just a wee bit more, and out the door he goes. And I'm okay with that. This one has a little pouch even. That's really nice. So we're going to put him in his little pouch. Maybe I can get him in there. There we go. Pouchy, pouchy. There we go. Put you down in there. And this I'm just going to put just a little bit, again, a little bit of bubble so it doesn't like smush around. I might not even need a whole sheet, but let's see. Yeah, I need to cut this because that is too much. So let's half it. That's better. Boom. And I wonder, can I use this? Nope, that's not big enough to wrap it now. We'll have to use that for another thing. One piece of this should work though. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. And you'll see me leave these corners. And if I leave those corners, that's going to actually position it in the box too. Nice and snug. Just what I want. Boom! You are in there. Yay! I really like these little boxes now that I've figured out how to make them. I did struggle for a while. My brain just did not want to put them together. I don't know what that was all about, but there we go. All ready. All right, let's get the bunny. This is another one. I'm almost out. I think I have like 1 or 2 left of these little flocked bunnies. He's a bank. I let this one go for $3.99. I said, I'm letting them go. And I have just the thing. Let me give him a little bit of bubble. All right. He's in there. Boom, boom. He's going to go first class. I think I made that box upside down. I did. I made the box upside down. It's all good. All right. Bunny's ready to go. All right. Let's do the cobalt blue measuring cup. Look at the color of that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So hope whoever's getting this will be in love with it. Like if I had a blue kitchen, I totally would have kept this and decorated with it. I sold this for $23.99 on an offer to Watcher. I just also, while I'm doing this, want to give a little update on what's happening with the USPS. We know there have been delays, but I can tell you, I've watched the congressional hearings today where they were talking to the Postmaster General, who has been under scrutiny. And I was very encouraged to hear his stance on the fact that he wants this mail to get where it needs to go. And he seems to be very serious about improving a service that has been, hair in my mouth, that has been in trouble for many, many years. The reason you guys have been getting your packages delivered and doing all this stuff is because they've been doing massive amounts of overtime. So he's going in and kind of getting to the root of the problem, hopefully, but there's no, well, shouldn't say that. He says there's nothing being done. There's no equipment being taken out that should slow anything. So I don't know. There are transportation issues, is what he says. Let me get some peanuts and I'll continue that story. There's our first layer. All right, we got our peanuts. So there are transportation schedules that have to be adhered to. And what he says has been happening is that because overtime has been cut and some of those things have been happening, that the packages are simply just not getting on the trucks. The trucks are leaving on time, which has been an issue. And I mean, I can't imagine it is an enormous, enormous job to get all of this mail delivered. And I don't pretend to like understand and know how to do it, but I'm going to choose to trust that the powers that be are going to get up to speed and do it. And I know some of you are going to say, well, he's got an interest in this, he's got an interest in that. one of the things that came up in the hearings today was that he was actually forced to sell his stock in some of these companies. So there was no conflict of interest. So I thought that's what I was waiting to hear about. So it doesn't sound like he has a conflict of interest anymore, which I know a lot of you were concerned about. I was concerned about. So, let's see what happens. See what happens. He says the mail can get delivered on time. All right. I do know this, though, that eBay is protecting sellers. If you have items that are late, if you have items that don't show up, eBay has got your back right now. You are not going to get a defect. You may have to file insurance claims and give refunds. That's probably not going to go away. But you're not going to have your account counted down for it, which would have been the case without them stepping in and doing something. I personally have watched all of my packages getting where they need to go. So I'm super happy about that. And I hope your packages are getting there too. So I got my first little layer of peanuts for this. The handle is the vulnerable part. I'm going to put the handle I'm going to put the handle facing up and then make sure I've got lots of peanuts over it. All right. You know what I've noticed when I am editing these videos? I say all right a lot. Maybe we should have a game. For every time I say all right, you get to take a drink. Something fun like that. Now, I don't necessarily mean alcohol. Water. You can drink water. We'll get everybody hydrated. Every time I say all right, you can take a drink of water. Get hydrated. How's that? All right. I did not plan that. That's pretty funny. Okay. I amuse myself. Okay, the next we have these two. They are folk art. Let's see if I can get the glare off of them. They're like kind of Warren Kimball kind of. Are they Warren Kimball? No, they're Cindy Sampson, calico, and then this one's a little black and white kitty. Super cute. Going to the same buyer. I'm so glad they're staying together. So what I'm going to do, they're going to go in the same bubble thing, but I'm going to put a layer of bubble between them. I put them back to back, and now I will wrap them up. And they are going to go into one of the kind of skinny boxes. I probably should have put the glass part facing in, huh? That would have been smart. They'll be fine. They are really super duper thickly wrapped in bubbles. They are going to go in one of these. This is the 1095. You guys are always asking me, which box is that? Which box is that? This is the 1095. Whoop. And I chose the 1095 because it's the widest one this way, so that I can add some extra reinforcement. I think I will add some peanuts a little bit on each side, just because. Okay, so you can see I did misshape the box a little bit, which is okay. You're allowed to do that. And I will still be able to close it. Oh, come on. Without a problem. Just squishy, squishy over. Boom. And now I will reinforce with tape. I'm going to go once this way, just for good measure. There we go. Kitty cats are done. All right, last but certainly not least is this beautiful green glass pitcher. I believe it's Italian. I could never quite make out who. It's not marked. It is a blown glass piece. I can tell by the pontil. It's got an applied handle. It's got this ribbed design, and I sold it for $22, which is a little less than I normally will sell something this big and breakable. But if you're my viewer, I'm making deals. I'll do it for you. For this, I am going to use my 24-inch wide bubble and make sure that this is packaged up really good, like so. And like so. All right. And then I'm also going to go over it with Big Bubble, which is also 24 inches wide. There we go. All right, and then I have a box here that was it was an Amazon box. I love Amazon packaging materials. They come in really handy. So let me first add some peanuts. Okay, we've got our first layer. Now I want to be aware of where this handle is because that's our weak point. So I am going to go corner to corner, and it looks tight, but remember I've got about 2 inches of that big bubble now on either end, and I'm corner to corner, handle up, and I'm actually going to put some extra cardboard over the handle portion, and I'm going priority, so it's okay to use priority materials. I'm actually going to just kind of tape that on there so it stays where I want it to stay. All right, and I'm going to finish bubbling this. Actually, I'm going to finish peanutting this, not bubbling this. All right. Notice I'm squeezing the peanuts down around. I'm squeezing them down. I'm settling them in, and you can see now how much more I need to add. So let me just add a little bit more, because I want to have to squish this box closed. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Like so, like so. Get in there, peanuts. I want them to pop out. Okay, I want to squish it closed so there's no chance of that item moving around in the box. Now, we just tape it up. And voila! We are done shipping in record time. Woohoo! I don't know about record time, but in a good amount of time, so I can get back in the house and go kick my feet up for the night. So with that, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the little bell so you get the notifications. And I will see you on the next one. Now go be profitable and make it fun. Bye.